Hello, I'm Shannon and this is Weed Mama. So in this 5-part series, I'm going to talk to you about how to use weed for wellness. This is something that I teach over on Weedmama.ca, and I thought it would make a simple video series to show you a basic overview of cannabis, how it works in your body, the different properties of cannabis, and all the different ways that we can use cannabis, whether you want to use it to bring about some elevation, get high basically, or not. So in this first video, we're going to talk about whole plant therapy, a little bit about the endocannabinoid system and how it works in your body. In the second video, I'm going to talk to you about CBD. Third video, we're going to talk about THC. In the fourth video, I'm going to talk about all the different various ways that you can use cannabis, all the different methods available to integrate cannabis into your life, whether you want to get elevated, high, or not. And in the fifth video, I'm going to discuss how to bring that all together so that you can decide for yourself where and how cannabis can fit into your life. All right, let's get started. Let's talk about cannabis and how it works in our bodies. So let's talk about the endocannabinoid system. Basically, this is an entire regulatory system in the body, and our body produces its own cannabinoids. So cannabinoids are one of the many properties found in the cannabis plant. In our bodies, it's called endocannabinoids, and in the plant, it's called phytocannabinoids. We're not going to get too technical here, but I just want to get you a little bit of an overview so that you can understand a little bit about how cannabis works in your body. So basically, the endocannabinoid system has a series of receptors that are found throughout your body and your brain, and these endocannabinoids in our body bind to the various different receptors, and the function of the endocannabinoid system is basically to keep your body in a state of homeostasis, that Goldilocks zone of wonderful balance. So it regulates many different parts of the body, from digestive system, our mood, sleep. It regulates our hormones and around fertility. So there's a lot of different things that the endocannabinoid system is responsible for. And the properties of the cannabis plant, these phytocannabinoids, or just cannabinoids, bind themselves to the various different receptors in our bodies in these endocannabinoid system. So this is why cannabis can feel so very different in different people, and why it works on so many different health-related issues. So let's talk about whole plant therapy. Well, what does that mean? So the cannabis plant, as I said, is made up of many different properties. One of these is called cannabinoids. So the two main cannabinoids that you will be familiar with is THC and CBD. Now I'm going to talk about those in subsequent videos, so we can dive in a little bit more about that. But basically, you just need to know that there are many different cannabinoids in the cannabis plant, and they all affect our body in different ways. There's cannabinoids that they're studying for various different things. For example, THCV, which is also known as varin. They're looking at for appetite suppressant, possible good new weight loss remedy for us. So that's interesting. It's something to look forward to. However, some of the other properties of the cannabis plant is, for example, terpenes. So terpenes are like the essential oils of the plant. This is what gives it its unique flavor, its smell. It also affects how the cannabis feels and how it works in your body as well. There are many different terpenes. One of the main terpenes is myrcene. This is also found in mangoes as beneficial for pain and inflammation. Another popular terpene would be linalool. Linalool is also found in lavender. So you can think of what lavender is known for. Same with linalool, calm, sleep. And there's another property that they're studying now called flavonoids. So this would be part of what gives the cannabis plant its color. It also, like terpenes, affects how it feels in your body, and it has its own health benefits as well, but it's being studied right now. So all of these properties working together are thought of to work in a synergistic way, and they all need to be there for it to work properly. And this is what they call the entourage effect. A good way to think about this is like a symphony, and you see all of these different instruments are working together to create this piece of music. But if you take any of these instruments away, it changes the overall sound. So you can think of it like that when you're thinking of the entourage effect. And so whole plant therapy is using this concept of keeping the plant intact, not removing any of the parts. There's different processes for the cannabis plant, such as extracts, for example, that can remove and strip some of the plant material out. But if you're looking at whole plant therapy, you're looking at keeping them all intact and together. Especially when you're looking at something like CBD, you'll often see this marketed as full spectrum. That means that all of the cannabinoids and the terpenes and all of the properties are all kept together. So that's just a little tiny information that I can give to you about whole plant therapy, about the entourage effect, about the endocannabinoid system, and a little bit of the basic information of how cannabis works in your body. So in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about CBD.